Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the pretty birthday card I have to share with you today. It's really simple to make. This is all one die cut, and then I've just added a couple of gems and a sentiment to make up my card, and I'm really pleased with how it's come out. So let me show you how I made this. Now the die I used was from this set called Two Tone Flora, and it has a matching stamp set. We're not using that today, and you get all of these dies to cut out the images of your stamp set, but you also get a second die, which is this one here, and cuts out the full length of your card front. So I've just put this through the Big Shot machine. I use a bit of post-it note tape just to hold it in position, save that for another day. And now I just want to take out all my bits, so I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool with the brush attachment, and I'm just going to start to get some of these pieces out. Go from this side, I think it's going to be easier, much easier. I always go from the wrong side. And I'm using my foam mat, so sorry about the noise. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get all these pieces out. Look at that. And you can just easily take it out the die. Just be gentle with it. It is a really delicate die, so take your time just to take out all these little pieces that don't belong here. And if any piece is stuck like there, you can always just use your pokey tool just to help it along and to just push it through. So we're just going to take this off gently, just being careful. You don't want to tear anything after all the hard work you've put in to create this. It does come out really easily, as you can see. And now, thanks to the brush tool, nearly all of these little bits are out. If there's a few left, you can just poke them through. There's not many that I can see. There's a couple here, a few rather, I should say. A couple is two. And I can't really see anymore. I know all of our detritus is here on our foam mat, so we can deal with that later. So I'm just going to clear up any bits that are still on my craft sheet. There's not much. Put that in the bin, and I'm just going to actually put all of that in the bin, including the die. I will get it out, fish it out later, but it'll just keep all those pieces from flying everywhere. And now we have our beautiful die cut image. So now I'm going to get out my silicone mat, because what we want to do is we want to attach this to this piece of designer series paper that has the same measurements. So it's going to look just like that. Isn't that pretty? So what I want to do is I want to put some glue on the back here. Now you really don't need much glue. I've just seen a few pieces that are still in here. Just pop those out. Don't think there's any others. And all I'm going to do is just put, especially in this bigger piece, just get your Tombow going if it doesn't want to go. And I'm just going to put dots. And I'm just going to run a bead of glue around the edge as well. I don't think anything came out there. Now you could use some adhesive sheet if you want. I did on my sample, but I didn't. I like the fact that with the Tombow you have the bit of wriggle room to line everything up straight. So I went back to my trusty Tombow. I'm just not hardly putting any glue down. I think that's going to be enough. And then I'm going to take my designer series paper, and I'll show you which pack that comes from in a minute. And I'm just going to put this down on top and let it sit for a while to take. And this was from the Sunny Days designer series paper, and this is actually a freebie you can get during celebration. So during celebration, for every £45 you spend, you can choose a freebie from the celebration catalogue, and that paper was one of the freebies I chose. So I'm going to show you with the take your pick tool. You just unscrew the brush end, and I'm just going to put my normal end one, which is my sticky pickup tool end, because I'm going to need that in a minute. Okay, so while that sets, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday from the stamp set called Bold Bouquet, and I'm just going to look for a piece of scrap basic white cardstock, and I'm actually going to stamp in Coastal Cabana ink, even though our designer series paper is actually Pool Party. This I feel just shows up better. So there we go, Happy Birthday. Give this a little clean. Lovely. Close up our ink pad before anything goes wrong, and I'm going to just move these out the way if I can find a space. Put them on the floor is always a good idea, so I can bring my trimmer in, and I'm just going to cut out my sentiment using my trimmer. Something like that. I think I can take a little bit more up. And some off the base as well. And then have a look and see if I'm happy with that. I don't know why it doesn't look straight to me. Well, it is. It will do. Sometimes you can faff so long with something that you end up ruining it. So we don't want to do that, so let's get rid of all these pieces. Got a piece here of Pool Party, and we're just going to map this on this piece. Okay, so let's do that. I'm just going to turn this over, and I can see it's wanting to rise a bit because I didn't put lots of glue, so all I'm going to do is put down my block onto it, and that'll keep it from doing anything. Acrylic blocks have more uses than just for stamping. Okay. So now I'm going to just cut round my sentiment quickly, like that, and then I am going to pop this up on some dimensionals, so let me find them. Here they are. I'm going to actually use my edges here, save me some time taking backings off. Your edges are all good dimension, don't forget to use them. They're all great dimension. And I'll use there we go. Oh, sticking to me instead. Oh dear. Okay, set that aside. Let's have a look at our image here. That looks great. Now I do want to cut this down slightly because I don't like the fact that I have more of a border at the top than at the bottom, so I just want to even that out. So I'm going to just do this by eye. And hope for the best. Yep, that looks good to me. So I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to bring in my card base and we're going to stick this down to our card base. So now this piece is going to be slightly smaller than our card base. Now you can just centre it top to bottom if you so wish. I didn't like having the piece like that look, so I cut off a little piece, but it's obviously up to you how you're going to do this. So I'm going to, this should cover the full width of your card but not the length. There we go. And then I'm going to cheat here and just cut off the card base to measure the same as my top, just using my trimmer, and that way I get exactly what I want. Okay, and I can see there's a little bit still, so I'm going to just trim that off. Okay, there we go, that looks better. Get rid of the trimmer, get rid of these pieces, we don't need them anymore. Look at that. Then we're just going to put down our sentiment quickly. In the centre here, really simple card. And then for some little bit of bling, I'm going to use some of these. These are the Tinsel Gems 3-pack, and I'm going to just add a few here and there. Okay, and whoops, I've just lost a gem, it tried to escape. Okay, so there are our two cards. I hope you like them. If you do, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the card, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.